Diksha. Greetings, everyone. Myself, Monica and George, first year MSW student. I'm here to present on the topic Principles of Social Group Work. To understand social group work, first we need to understand what is a group. A group is a collection of more than two people who have a common goal and interact with each other. And social group work is the practice of helping the groups that lack to build skills and achieve their goals in a positive and supportive way. It involves a professional group worker guiding group members in activities, discussions, and projects that foster personal growth and strengthen group bonds to achieve their goals. It is important to know the principles of social group work as principles guide group work, ensuring it's organized, fair, and effective for everyone involved. They help create a supportive and respectful environment where members feel valued and motivated to grow together. The principles of social group work was given by H.P. Trecker, who gave 10 principles of social group work in his book Social Group Work Principles and Practices. In this presentation, I will be discussing the five of the 10 principles given by H.P. Trecker: the principle of democratic self-determination, the principle of flexible functional organization, the principle of resource mobilization and utilization, the principle of progressive program development, and the principle of continuous evaluation. So, to understand the principles of group work, let us continue with a small story. Imagine a social group worker named Sarah who is working with a group of young individuals who have low confidence in public speaking and interview skills. So, by applying the principle of democratic self determination, which is a core principle of social work practice and is to be practiced irrespective of the methods of working. The idea of this principle is to inculcate in the individuals an ideology of democracy. In this principle, the group must be helped to make its own decisions and determine its own activities, taking the maximum amount of responsibility in line with the group members' capacity and skills. The group has the right to make its own choices and the capacity to make satisfactory decisions. In this principle, the aim of the group worker is to encourage the group members to take responsibility for their actions. The principle also assumes that a group can only develop when they're given the opportunity to behave responsibly. Also, the principle determines the group worker should not, under any circumstance, dominate the group and instead work with the group on basis of their ability to share their wide experience and competence. So, while applying this principle, Sarah begins by acknowledging each group member's comfort level with public speaking. She does not force anyone to participate right away, and instead she gives them a choice on how and when they would like to practice. For example, some members prefer starting with smaller one-to-one practice, allowing them to build confidence in their own pace. This choice empowers them, making them feel respected and in control. So, while continuing with the group work, Sarah realizes the need for the principle of flexible functioning organization. Each group has an informal organization constituting of its members, but each group should also have a formal organization that will help the members to attain the objectives of the group. This formal organization should meet the felt needs of flexibility, adaptability, and should change as the group changes. The principle does not imply that group members should organize the group, but rather the members should organize the group itself. The group should be encouraged by the group worker to explore its needs and objectives and determine specific functions and helped by the group worker to make its own decisions. The formal group organization should be simple, stable, yet flexible according to and open to the changes of the needs of the group. So, applying this principle, although Sarah had a planned approach to build public speaking skills, she stays flexible. For instance, if a group member finds a specific exercise too challenging, she adjusts by giving them a simpler task or extra time to prepare. She also allows the group to suggest new ways that might feel more comfortable practicing. This flexibility helps each member feel supported according to their individual needs. So the next principle that HB Tracker talks about is the principle of progressive program development. Programs and social group work does not only mean the activities or events, but it is also a broad concept that includes individual and group relationships, interactions, and experiences deliberately planned and carried out with the help of the group worker to meet the objectives of the group. In this principle, the group worker should not impose their programs on the group. Instead, they should help the group to develop their own programs by extending to the group a variety of choices. The group worker only makes suggestions to the possible programs that can be applied. The program development is a continuous process and grows out of group potentialities. The program experiences in which the group engage should begin at the level of the members' interest and need and experience of the competence and should develop in tandem with the developing capacities of the group. The group worker should help the group to enjoy a progressive series of programs, experiences in consonance with the group's potential and capacities. The group cannot be expected to do the same thing at the same time. So, recognizing the need for a progressive program development, Sarah recognizes the challenge and while introducing the public speaking skills, she gradually takes small steps. She starts with small, manageable activities like having each person introduce themselves, share a simple idea with the group. Over time, she progresses to more complex exercises such as role playing, job interviews, or presenting in front of the entire group. This step by step approach helps members to build confidence progressively, celebrating small wins along the way. So, the next principle is the principle of resource mobilization and utilization. In this principle, the principle guides the group worker to utilize the available resources to enrich the content of the group experience for the individuals and group as a whole. For this, it is important that the social group worker should possess knowledge about the resources available in the group, agency, and the community. The group worker should use their skills in locating and acquainting the group with the various resources which can be utilized by the group for different programs. The group worker should take initiative in mobilizing both material and human resources and oversee the utilization of the available resources for the members to achieve the common goal. So in the first picture, we can see Sarah gathers resources to support the group's growth in the area. She arranges for guest speakers who share effective public speaking techniques and secures quiet space where they can practice. By mobilizing these resources, she creates a supportive environment that makes the members feel equipped and prepared to improve their skills. The second picture is a classical example where this principle is applied in SHGs, where women as a group come together with a common goal to achieve financial independence. The group worker assists in utilizing the human resource and accumulates microfinancing opportunities as well from external resources. Last but not the least, the final principle given by HP Tracker is the principle of continuous evaluation. Continuous evaluation of process and programs in terms of outcomes by the worker, agency, and members is not only desirable but essential. Carefully maintained records can facilitate proper monitoring and evaluation. The social group worker should carry out the evaluation of the outcomes in a carefully planned manner. Maintaining records in a systematic and orderly way helps in the evaluation process. A feedback from the members, along with the observation and assessment of the group worker, helps the group members develop insights into their strengths and weaknesses. Evaluation should be done according to this principle at the end of each session and at the time of termination. So, as Sarah comes to the end of her group work process, she, throughout the process, checks in with the members individually and as a group to understand how they feel about their progress. She adapts her approaches based on feedback, adding more practice sessions or changing exercises as needed. This ongoing evaluation ensures that each member is progressing at a pace that feels right for them, helping them to stay motivated and steadily build confidence. In conclusion, by applying these principles, Sarah effectively addresses the group's lack of confidence in public speaking. Each principle works together to create a supportive, structured, and empowering environment. The group members gradually overcame their fears, gaining valuable skills and stronger sense of self-confidence by the end of the group work. The principles of social group work provide a framework for structured group work, enabling personal and collective growth in group settings. The principles foster empowerment, adaptability, and purpose among the group members. It also ensures the group member is ethically, inclusively, and responsibly to the group members. It also strengthens the community bonds and drives social change. It is also a vital method contributing to individual and community well-being. Thank you, sir, for the opportunity, and thank you, everyone, for your patience and attention.